Hello students, in this video lecture we are going to discuss and analyze the poem No Road by Philip Larkin. This is a poem in which the poet expresses his mixed emotions concerning his separation. He is recently separated with his lover and the episode of his separation and the willingness or unwillingness to be with the lover again are the themes of this poem. And let us see some important details. The first slide shows you the structure of the poem. The poem is written in 3 stanzas. Each stanza has 6 lines. So you can say that each stanza is a sestet. The rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of every stanza is A B A B C C. So this you will find in all 3 stanzas. So you can say that it is uniform. There is no uniformity, however, in the line length. So line length changes, the syllables, number of syllables in every line, it changes. So basically there is uniformity in the rhyme scheme, but there is no uniformity in the line length and number of syllables. Moving on, symbolism and metaphors. This poem is a type of an allegory. What is an allegory? An allegory is a poem that has a continuous metaphor. So one metaphor or one symbol, when it continues throughout the poem, it can be called an allegory. So in this poem, the most important symbol or image that we find is that of the road. Even from the title, you would have guessed the same thing. The speaker and his ex-lover plan to dissolve the road between their consciousnesses. So here you will not say it is the poet and his ex-lover. We should rather say the speaker. You can also say the narrator, because we don't know if the poet is actually sharing his personal experience, but we do know that he is writing on behalf of a narrator. So the narrator is telling us about his and his ex-lovers plan to dissolve the road between their consciousnesses. So if there was a relationship between them, the relationship was like a road, and now they have decided that there will be no road. The emotional connection between two individuals is symbolized with the road with two gates. तो एक तरह से आप ये कह सकते हैं कि दो व्यक्तियों के बीच में जो सड़क है वो ऐसे है जैसे कि दो व्यक्तियों के दिल के बीच का रास्ता, और उसके दो गेट हैं. There are two gates, but they have decided that now they are going to close the gates because they are ending their relationship. The breaking up of the gates. So they are breaking up the gates, यानी गेट को बंद करना ईंटें लगाकर. The planting of trees to screen the view, कि हम पेड़ लगा देंगे ताकि हम एक दूसरे को ना देख सकें. ये दोनों चीजें, breaking up of the gates and planting of the trees, both of these are symbols of deliberate sealing off of the hearts. वो दोनों अपने अपने दिल बंद कर रहे हैं, अपनी अपनी इमोशंस को रोक रहे हैं ताकि एक दूसरे तक वो इमोशंस ना जाएं. They are finishing off their relationship. So breaking up of the gates is equal to sealing off of the hearts. तो जैसे कि गेट को ईंटें लगाकर बंद किया है, ऐसा लगता है कि उन्होंने अपने हार्ट्स को सील कर लिया है. And what is the reason? The reason is because they want to create a distance. दूरी बनाना चाहते हैं. The overgrowth of the lawns, the drifting of leaves, symbolizes the erosion of their love with time. जब हम ये पोएम करेंगे आपको ये दो चीजें भी दिखाई देंगी. द पोएट टॉक्स ऑफ, व्हेन वी डू द पोएम यू विल सी दैट द पोएट टॉक्स ऑफ द ओवरग्रोथ ऑफ द लॉन्स एज इफ द ग्रास इज ग्रोइंग लॉन्ग. जैसे कि किसी ने बड़ी देर से घास काटी ना हो और बगीचे का ख्याल ना रखा हो. व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन somebody does not take care of a lawn? It overgrows. So the grass becomes long and it is an unkept lawn, and the leaves drift from here to there. Nobody cleans up the lawn. So both of these things, the overgrowth of the lawn and the drifting of the leaves, it symbolizes the erosion of their love. इससे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे उनका प्यार जो है वो अब खत्म हो रहा है, कोई ध्यान रखता नहीं है. With time, of course, it takes time. In line number 5, in the very first stanza only, in line number 5, the poet has used alliteration. The sound s, it is repeated, and we will see when we will do the poem. We will also see that he has used cold sun, which is a metaphor for the loss of warmth in a relationship. एक रिलेशनशिप में वार्मथ जो होती है वो प्यार को दर्शाती है. इट वार्मथ represents love. So when he talks of cold sun, he is talking as if there is a coldness in the relationship also. So these are the symbolisms and metaphors. And now we have come to the poem. From here the text of the poem begins. The poet says, since we agreed to let the road between us fall to disuse. Now here, first of all, we must be very clear who is we. किसकी बात कर रहा है poet? Who is he talking about? So here, the poet is talking about, it is the speaker or the narrator. And his ex-lover. We can't say lover because their relationship is over now. So that woman is an ex-lover. So here we is both of these people, the narrator and his ex-lover. They had agreed. They had come to an agreement to let the road between us fall to disuse. What is the meaning of disuse? They are not going to walk on that road again, which means the road symbolizes their relationship. They will discontinue. They decided that they will discontinue their relationship. The word disuse, now you can note this down also. The word disuse is like a symbol for the breaking of their bond. So because they had a bond, they had this relationship of love, so they have decided to break it. They have decided not to use their road again. And he says, bricked our gates up, planted trees to screen us. So this is number 1 and this is number 2. These are the two things they say that they have deliberately done. Number 1 and number 2. I have written in the previous slide also that they have bricked up their gates and they have planted trees, and the reason is that they want to erode all that they had built together. So they had built a relationship and now they want to erode it, they want to break it, they want to finish it. And he says, and turned all times eroding agents loose. So we have used the agents of time. Time is, I think, the greatest, rather the greatest healer, the greatest something which is responsible for us to forget the past. So time is the greatest agent of forgetfulness. समय इंसान को पुरानी चीजें भूलने का बहुत अच्छा एक तरीका है, जरिया है. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू मेक एन एफर्ट, यू जस्ट गिव इट सम टाइम. आप खुद कुछ मत करिए, आप अपने आप को कुछ समय दीजिए. आपका पास्ट अपने आप धीरे धीरे आपसे दूर होता जाता है, एंड यू बिगिन टू फॉरगेट. So eroding agent means time becomes an agent of forgetfulness. He says we have let time to help us forget our relationship. He says silence and space and strangers. Our neglect has not had much effect. He says we have used silence. हम एक दूसरे से बात नहीं करते. We don't talk to each other. Space. Here, what is the meaning of the word space? Space means distance. We have created a distance between us. We don't meet each other. And strangers. We have allowed other people to come between us. So we have used everything in order to create a distance between us. So what is the first thing? We don't talk to each other. We have created some space between both of us, and we have allowed strangers or other people to come between us, he says. But this last line is most important. See what he says in the last line. Our neglect has not had much effect. अफसोस की बात यह है कि इतना कुछ करने के बावजूद उसका कोई असर दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. कहने का मतलब है, इवन दो दे हैव पुट अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्टेंस बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ अस, देयर इज नो इफेक्ट, देयर इज स्टिल लव. हम दोनों के बीच में प्यार अभी भी है. उस दूरी का ज्यादा असर दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. यू कैन इजीली राइट द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस लाइन. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग? So what is the meaning of the last line? He says, even though we have made so much effort, our love still remains. Our neglect does not seem to have much effect on our love. Now we come to the second stanza. He says, leaves drift unswept. And please, if you remember, I had written in the very first line of the first slide of the symbols and metaphors, drifting of leaves and grass overgrowing. These are the two things. These are the two things which have happened. And what are these two things? It is the impact of the neglect that they have shown to the road between them. So he says we have tried to neglect the road, and this is the effect that it has created. This is a symbol for the distance which has come between them. So even though some distance has been created, लेकिन वो कहता है ये बहुत कम है. No other change. अभी भी लगता है कि सब कुछ वैसा ही है. Even though some distance is created, yet there is no other change. So change is happening slowly. Change is happening slowly, even though they have stopped meeting each other, even though they have let strangers into their lives, even though they have stopped talking to each other. Still, he says there is no change. Whatever change there is, it is very little and it is happening very slowly. And he says, so clear it stands, so little overgrown. Walking that way tonight would not seem strange. So he says, if I want to again walk on that road, what is the meaning of this line? The change between them is so little that if they decide to walk on the road again, it would not seem strange. What is the meaning of this? It would not seem strange. And what is the meaning of walking on the road again? If they want to renew their relationship, when he says walk on the road again, he is talking of renewing their relationship of love, renewing their love. He says it would not seem strange. Even now, he knows that they can go back and still would be allowed. Nobody would stop them. If they want to be together, nobody would stop them. Everybody would allow them. But the question is, do they want to be together? वो कहता है अगर वो चेंज अभी भी इतना नहीं हुआ है, हम अभी भी इतने दूर नहीं हुए हैं, एक बार फिर अगर हम उस सड़क पे फिर चलना चाहें तो वो अजीब नहीं लगेगा. They can again make their relationship as it was before. पर क्या वो चाहते भी हैं? Do both of them really want to do it? It looks as if the narrator does not want to go back. He says a little longer and time would be the stronger. I am just creating a little space here so that I can write the meaning of this. A little longer, वो कहता है थोड़े समय की बात है, थोड़ी देर और फिर टाइम विल बी स्ट्रोंगर, फिर समय का असर अपने आप दिखने लगेगा. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अ लिटिल लॉन्गर? ही सेज time would be stronger means time will show its effect. चाहे अभी समय का इतना असर नहीं दिख रहा है, पर थोड़ी सी देर और, he says a little longer and their relationship will break completely. Time will show its effect finally. So what is the meaning conveyed by the last two lines? Even though the narrator knows that they can still be together, he shows his intention, very clear intention, that he does not want to go back and walk on that road again. He does not want to solidify their relationship. एक बार उसने वो रिलेशनशिप तोड़ दिया, अब वो दोबारा उसे जोड़ना नहीं चाहता। वो कहता है थोड़े समय की बात है, जब समय बीतेगा तो ये रिलेशनशिप अपने आप टूट जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा। इट विल बी अ फाइनल ब्रेक बिकॉज देयर इज नथिंग stronger than time. In the last stanza, now we have come to the third and the last stanza. He says drafting a world. Drafting means I am going to make a world. I have decided to make, this is my decision, to make a world where no such road will run from you to me. So this drafting means this is the final decision of the narrator that he wants to break all bonds of love with his ex-lover, and there is no going back, which means there is no chance of their reconciliation. They are never going to be together. This is his will. This is what he has made. ड्राफ्टिंग का मतलब ही होता है जो उसने खुद बनाया है। ऐसी दुनिया वो कहता है मैं बनाना चाहता हूँ where there is going to be no road between you and me, and no road, obviously it is the same symbol. Same symbol is continuing throughout the poem. The road is the relationship. So no road means no relationship between you and me. To watch that world come up like a cold sun. And here we come to the metaphor that I had referred to earlier also, the metaphor of complete loss of warmth. So there is no warmth, there is no love. This is the kind of world he wants to create. To watch that world come up like a cold sun. Rewarding others is my liberty. Here liberty also means my will, my wish. That he says, I want a world with a cold sun. No warmth. No warmth of love. Not to prevent it is my will's fulfillment. And he says, I am never going to prevent this. I am never going to stop this. मैं कभी भी इस चीज को रोकूंगा नहीं। किस चीज को ना रोकने की बात कर रहा है? द लॉस ऑफ लव। वो कह रहा है अगर लव खत्म हो रहा है तो होने दो, मैं इसे कभी भी नहीं रोकूंगा। आई विल नेवर ट्राई टू स्टॉप द लॉस ऑफ लव. And then he says, this is my will's fulfillment, willing it my ailment. And see, now this last line, or the combination of last two lines, you can say, it is very tricky. इफ यू रीड इट जस्ट सिंपली, एक नजर में ऐसा लगता है कि पोएट जो नैरेटर है बहुत हार्ड हार्टेड है, उसका दिल बड़ा सख्त है और उसने अपने मन में ठान लिया है कि उसने ये रिलेशनशिप वापस कायम नहीं करना है. बट फ्रॉम द लास्ट लाइन, दिस लाइन, माई एलमेंट, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एलमेंट? एलमेंट का मतलब होता है डिजीज, बीमारी. This makes us think about the sadness that he is feeling. There is also a lot of sorrow that he is feeling right now because of the loss of his relationship. मतलब उसे दुख भी है, पर साथ ही साथ वो कोई कोशिश ही नहीं करना चाहता to let the relationship flourish again. He is sorrowful, he is sad, he calls it his ailment, जैसे कि ये उसकी अपनी प्रॉब्लम है कोई जिसकी वजह से वो he is not letting the relationship get back on track again. Even though the relationship is really strong, वो कोई superficial relationship बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. जो relationship समय के साथ भी ज़्यादा धुंधली नहीं पड़ी, the relationship which still has the spark. he himself has said in the previous stanzas that even though if he wants to try, he can really get back whatever he has lost, but he does not want to try. So in the last two lines, the poet shows, or we should really not say the poet, the narrator shows, or the speaker shows mixed emotions regarding his relationship, even though he is sorrowful, yet he does not want to bring back the warmth of love in his life. So this is really strange. His decision of letting go, his decision of making a break. Further, we can say that if we want to explain this stanza, and if we want to explain his decision of why he wants to make a break, or why is he having this kind of mixed feeling, we can say, and I want to write here, let me create some space please. So actually I am writing for the last four lines. I'm writing just a simple simplified explanation for the last four lines, and you can say that the poet or the narrator, he shows a willingness to separate and not to prevent the break, the break that is coming in his relationship. He realizes that it is his will, but his will seems to be a reluctant will, reluctant, or you can say it is a forced will to build a world. He wishes to build a world from this separation, the separation between him and his ex lover. His ailment, and I have explained to you that ailment means a disease. His ailment is his decision not to give his love a second chance. So it is his decision not to give his relationship a second chance. That is his disease, that is his ailment, and he wants to build a world without love. So I think you have understood the emotions that the poet wants to convey through the speaker, through the narrator. It is a short poem, and yet it contains a lot of emotion and definitely a lot of symbolism and metaphors that are there. And I hope the explanation has been helpful. Thank you very much.